¿Por qué siempre te roban mis tracks? ¿Cómo le gusta? Me saca.
Yes, entonces. Welcome, students, to the class for the week number 9 of our course, Competitiveness Module 7 for the 7th semester, and we are focused in electronic marketing. Today, we want to learn about the business application developers. We want to learn how these companies help us to get into the world of applications. The objective of this class is provide you as students tools to increase the possibilities of entering the labor and business market. Also, you will know the important elements to manage social networks and to do business online. And we're going to learn today about the business application developers. We want to review also some important information that you need to know for build your application. Okay, we want to start learning what do application developers do, what these companies do, what are the responsibilities of these companies. And application developers' typical responsibilities include coding, designing, application management, troubleshooting, monitoring updates, and possible security threats. So this is what these companies does, and that we want to learn also because we are building our own application. We aren't going to use any type of code, so don't worry about this part. We gonna do have to worry about the designing, about the application management. If we have any type of problems like virus or something, any type of troubleshooting, and we also are the responsible for monitor updates and the security of our application. These application developers also provide and user supports. So these companies also give us support for any type of problem that we have in our application. These companies also handle some project management tasks on the journey to building a new application. So that we're going to learn today. Remember that we are not using any type of code, but we are responsible of the designing of our application for our business. Remember that we really work in a web page. So you really have these great ideas in a web page. Now it's time to you to build your own application. Like we see and we learned last week, we went step by step and how to build an application. You remember that we are working in the Appify platform. I know that all of you are trying to use that. Thank you to the students that send me the application that they are building. And today we want to learn more strategies to improve this application. How do you develop a business application? We have here some steps to do that. The strategy needs to outline your needs, your goals, and your methodology to create the application. Number one, you have to define your business needs. This is something really important because you need to put in this application all the needs of your customers and clients, but also the needs of your company. What you want to show to your customers, how you want to charge for every buy that they made, the name of the company, etc. All this is really, really important. Remember that we learn about the Canvas model when we can write in these colorful notes or sticky notes all your ideas. So we keep working with these tools that we are learning. Number two, conduct competitor and market research. We already worked this part. Remember that when we build the web page, we start thinking about what is my customer target, to what customer I'm going to sell my product or offer my services. If it's probably just for people that do sports, for women, for families, for men, for kids, all this is the target. And you need to be clear about the target of these clients and customers. You also have to take care of the logistics. How you're gonna sell, how much product you're gonna get, about the merchandise, etc. Also, if you have the possibility to hire somebody that help you with your application, you can do it. But the objective of this class is that you made it by yourself. It's okay to have help, but this is cost for you because you have to pay for this help. And we don't want that. So you can hire somebody that work for you in-house, or you can hire a freelancer that is somebody that is just dedicated to build web pages and applications. But what we want, the objective of this class is that you will be a freelancer, that you also can offer this type of services to your family, to friends, to another companies, company just to build applications, to build web pages, and for you to get more money. And we want to work and define how our application is going to work. And of course, the design is really important. In this application of AppyPie, we learn step by step how to do the application. If you remember that part last week, and I hope that you try. Just a few students sent me the work that they made, and they did a really good job in this platform. So please, if you haven't done that, try it. It's easier. It's not that hard as you think. And you can do it in English or you can do it in Spanish because the platform give us that opportunity. Okay? What are business applications? A business application is a software solution or a set of programs that provide business functionality. They're also used to enhance and monitor productivity through the organization. Business application can be used externally, internally, or with other business apps. So remember that concept. What is a business application? It's just a software solution. In these apps, what we are looking for a solution and to get a better image of our product and services, and also to get more customers for sell our products. So this is a software solution. It's also a set of programs that provide to all the companies functionality. This application have to be really friendly for your customers, easy to use, easy to find, and that this application get the attention of your customer. And we're going to learn that part today. Remember that this solution or set of programs that provide this functionality to work is really important for a business. They are also used to enhance and monitor the productivity through the organization. So this is another type of control that you can have for your company. Business applications can be used externally, internally, and with other business applications. We're going to learn also today that we can make money offering publicity inside of our application, and you can get more money doing that. We have 5 categories of business application that we're going to use in the class. Number 1, that is communications. 2, customer relationship management. The abbreviation of this category is CRM, customer relationship management. We're going to have the list of our customers, the notes that we're going to take, and also we are working in a cloud-based file creation and management. Because we are not working in any hardware, everything is in the cloud. And this is how it works with this application and these platforms that we are working for build our application. Okay, we have three types of business application. Remember that when we build the web pages, we have different types of business application. But in here, we're gonna just have three when we are working in applications. Number one, B2B. Remember when a business make money with another company, business to business. This is B2B application. These apps are used between business partners like resellers, suppliers, providers. These can be accessed using dedicated lines, for example, bulk order submission web service. So in here, in this type of business app, B2B is, for example, when you have your application and you get inside your app publicity, announcement from another companies, from another products, and you are getting money from this company. So this way of making business is called B2B, business to business. The other type is business to customers, that is B2C. Remember that we already talked about that type of business also. And this is the common one because all the companies are getting the products or the services into the customers. These type of apps are used for general applications. So everybody's used that because all the companies want to get into the customers to sell any product or services. These are mostly web browser-based, such as dynamic content website, e.g. customers, loyalty app, or e-commerce applications. So in here is the one that all of us have access because everybody wants to sell something to get our money in some way. And that we want also for our customers. And the third type is internal application. These apps are used inside the enterprise. These are core apps for business functionality, such as internal ERP system, HR system, and other type of systems. So what is this internal application? Is the kind of B2B application because we have an app inside another application or publicity inside our inside the app that we already have, and we are giving the opportunity to the customers to get another type of products, but showing these products we are earning money also for another companies. Okay, how we're going to develop all these business application? In here, we have 6 steps to build this app and how these companies of application developers work. Number 1 is the custom design. Okay, so you need to think in the product that the company has to build for a specific business process of a specific company. For example, if you're working in application to sell makeup, so you have to focus in all these type of products to build this application. Or if you are building an application to sell shoes, to sell clothes, this is the focus. This is the specific business process. And what you have to do, remember that we learned also last week that we can check different types of applications similar to the products that we are trying to sell or the service that we are trying to offer and improve this application. This is something really important. Another part that is really important for any type of application is that the application need to have an easier integration. The custom software can be smoothly integrated within the existing IT ecosystem. It is very important for data analytics and developing a data-driven business strategy. So that way, with an easy integration, you can put any type of product, of merchandise. You can delete some products if you don't want or you don't sell that product anymore. And if you have new products, you can easier integrate the new ones. This is a feature that your application needs to have. Another feature is that your application need to have better long-term return. And what is that? The developed cost for a tailor-made solution can be high upfront, and we don't want to pay for a lot of cost on this application. That's why we are using the free platforms to get these tools to get into the electronic marketing. However, the software solutions usually pay for themselves in the long run. So, for example, if you pay like $5, $10 monthly for the use of this application, this is going to return you probably in the double or triple way, because the users are going to pay you for the use of your application. Okay, so what are you looking for? That your application have the higher acceptance possible. Your company will be involved in the app, and you need to be involved in all this development process. As a result, they may willing to accept the new system when you launch the application. Also, you need to think that you need to have in your application unique features. The custom business software can be modified, and you also can be updated as your company is growing, giving you a competitive advantage from the competition, from other business, from other companies. That is something that you need to think. Also, the freedom is really important because you need to put in this application more features, more products, add publicity from another companies, get money for all these type of services that you can offer. That's why it is really important, all this. So remember these 6 steps that we need to take attention for build this application: custom design, easier integration, better long-term returns, higher acceptance, unique features, and freedom. Okay, in here you can see the top companies that develop applications. We have the Hyperlink Infosystem, Mercury Development, Blue Label Labs, MobiDev, Take Ahead, SideBench, NetGuru, The Nighthurst, and AlgoWorks. You can have also a company like that, because with all this knowledge that we are learning, you also can get your own company and work for others to build web pages and applications. I would love to see the name of some of your companies, thinking a name, so that way you can build apps and give advice and give information and help other small companies to grow. That will be really, really important, and that's what we want. Okay, here we have the questions for this week. Remember that you need to answer these questions and study for the test. We're going to have our first laboratory. This laboratory has 10 questions. It's 1 point per question. So we're going to have here 10 points for our course. And you have to study. We wanted to evaluate the content from week 1 to week number 5. We really have these 10 questions, so please study for the first lab. This is going to be available in the platform of the university from April 18 to April 21st. So just be aware of this part. It's just 10 questions. It's a small test. So you can get 10 more points for our class. So here we have the questions. Number 1 is a software solution or a set of programs that provide business functionality. What is the name of this software solution? Number 2 is the type of business that use application between business partners. What is this type of business? Remember that we learned that we have 3 types of business. So here you have to give me the answer. Number 3 is the type of business that use apps for general application. 4 is the type of business that use apps inside the enterprise. 5, there's built for a specific business process for a specific company. So here we have the type of the business, and we already know the answers. Okay, so just let me change my screen. Okay, let's see if you really see my screen. Here we go. Okay, how to start a mobile app business. So we're gonna review about this topic also today. What we're gonna find in this page, the link is already in the Telegram group, but it's important that we learn, and if you have the time to see this link, in here we have a lot of ideas, a lot of information. Also, you will know how much money made a person that work only building application and building web pages. This is something really important. The key segments of the mobile application, the external factors that affect this part, who are the key competitors, the key customer segments that you can get building application, the financial metrics and costs. These are really important also. And how long it takes to make an application. So it's dependent product of if you are going to build application for another person, you can get focused. It depends of the vision and mission of this company, the products that they are selling, the key, how you're going to launch this mobile application. That remember that we learned that we can work in this appify.com platform. We'll really build for iOS and Android devices this type of application, and how we when we submit this application, when we are done the application in the app or Play Store market. So this is something important that we learn to learn, the images, the slide. We have a slide share here and videos. So I hope that you have the chance and the time to check this link that I'm sending you. So that way you can learn more, and we have here more information. Right now, they estimate that there are 455,803 mobile applications only in United States. And around the world, we have more than 2 billion applications already. The key segments, we can get a lot of type of customers, signs from kids, family, just for women, men, sports, or people that having an elderly age, for example. There's apps for everybody and for anything. You also need to check some external factors that can affect your application, the connection, if the people have internet. But nowadays, anybody can get access to the internet. Even in the forest place in Guatemala, you have internet. And in here, we have about the cost, some information also about the wages, the purchases, the royalties of this application, how you can launch a new mobile app business. We have here, you really have your idea. So this is something easy to consider. You have to consider all these things. Developing mobile apps can be time-consuming and costly, but we have a big reward if we learn how to do that. But too often there are apps that are abandoned or not even used. To help ensure your mobile app delivers the results you want, you need to have an application that have real quality, that be interactive with your customers, and that really fill the user's need. Here we have some steps. So we are here and are remembering some steps that we learned last week. And how many steps we use. So remember that we already have this platform, the Appify. Also, I give to you a total of 5 platforms where you can build your application. So that way you can save cost because those are free. And those platforms always are updating, so you also can update your app and doing a better job always. Remember that the targets that you want, you need to have really clear what type of customers are you want for your applications, and how all this monitor. But we got this information in the app or Play Store. They do that for us, so don't worry about this part. Also, we have applications just for the Android factory. Also, we have applications just for the iOS factory also. So this is there's a lot of information here. So I want you to learn, and something important that I want you know, that about 25% of developers earn more than $5,000 per month. So this is like 40,000 quetzales. Imagine if you can get this money every month, and 18% of developers earn more money. There are some developers that earn more than 100,000 per year. Imagine that is 800,000 quetzales. It's a lot of money. And you can do that. The imaging of your icon in your app is really, really important. So you need to be really creative. And also, you need to get access to all the devices. And in here, we're gonna see this presentation. Remember how to market an app, what we have to do to get into the market for our applications. Okay, first you need to know your app. So you have to collect a list of successful applications. You can check this in the app or Play Store. You see all these applications that have 5 stars, 4 stars. So that's what you want for your own application. Check out how they are getting profit by the name, design, and icon of the app. So this is really important. The design of your icon, the name of your application have to be really creative and get the attention of the customer. Also, you have to choose a good name for your application. This name have to be memorable, so that way the people will be hard to forget the name of your application. You have to include a lot of keywords so that way the people can find you really fast. Don't intrigue any trademarks. So, for example, if you are just changing just 1 or 2 letters from the name of another app, don't do that. You have to be original, and you need to think the name of your application. These have to be a really, really good name, a name that get the attention of your customer, that always that you get in the memory of the customer, and easy to find. You need to find your competitors. Observe what other developers have done. So check the other applications that are similar to the products or services that you want to offer in this app. And checking these applications, you can improve these applications. So you can take the good things, you can see what bad things they have, what the people like, what the people don't like, so that way you can get this a better application that the competition. You have to choose the right category. Remember that we have different types of categories for applications, like application for health, for sports, for any type of programs, for any type of software programs, of just for doing sports, of controls of weights, or games, for example. There's thousands of categories of applications, so you have to choose the right category. For example, if you're selling clothes, you need to get into this category. You don't have to put your clothes in a health category, for example. That's why you have to be really clear about your ideas, about what you want for your application. You have to estimate the number of downloads you will need to rank. In the App Store and Play Store, they have certain type of ranks. So if the people look for your application have more downloads than the other ones, your application will be always the first to show to the customers. So calculate your strength. The more competitive a category is, the more downloads you will get. And if you get more downloads, your application will be in the first place or in the top ones. And that's is the most important, and we need to achieve this part. Okay, you need to create an amazing app icon. This icon gonna talk about yourself, about your company. That will have to be really, really creative, and you have to use your imagination. Your icon matters a lot because this is the first thing that the customers see. I don't know if it happened to you, but if I'm looking for any type of app, but if the icon it's really attractive and get my attention, I search and I look about what this app offers to me. So that's why it's really important that we think about this icon. You have to build an icon that make it amazing and get the eye-catching of the customers and deliver your style and your purpose just with an image. Imagine that you're working like in a kind of mandala. So that way, with just one images, you can tell the world, you can tell your customers and your clients about your company. The people can imagine about the product that you're selling, the services that you're offering, the mission, the vision of your company. It's really important. And this is, all this concept is getting in a draw, in an icon. So that's why it's really important that you build great icon to get the attention of your customers. Okay, you have to take great screenshots. So that way you can check. You can take a screenshot from an application that is similar to you and compare the one that you have, and check in these different platforms that I gave you last week. Check which one you like more. They have a lot of features, and also the instructions are in Spanish and are in English, so you can choose the language that you want to work. And take all these great screenshots of your products. You don't need to be like a professional photographer for that. You can use the resources that you have, your cell phone, your computer, your tablet, etc. You can do that also. But these pictures that you are showing in your application, they have to be really great, creative, and also if you can put some extra things, you can do it. There's a lot of free programs, and we can change everything. We have a lot of filters for photographies, so you can use that to get these screenshots in the side of your application. You need to make an attractive app demo video, because in this demo video, the people will know about your company, about your product, about your services. So in here, you have to explain what the app does, what service are you offering for your customers. You have to make them memorable, informative, and exciting. You need to get this attention of these customers inside your app in this demo, so that way the people can get interested and go into the application and download your application. So in this video, you have to convince users to download or buy the app, the products that you are offering. You have to build a great landing page. So write a good title, a description, and put some keywords that really show the name of your company, the products. You have to showcase your app's finest features, include screenshots and the demo video. This is something important that you have to do. And these demo videos always get the attention of the customers. If you got a real good demo video, you're gonna get the attention of your customer, and the customer is going to download your application. Okay, the bus, you have review sites like preapps.com. This is another platform that you can check. In here, there's a platform, and you can see all the applications that are like in a type of test. So that way you can help to introduce new app to users. prior to release your application, the people can see, the people give you comments, feedbacks about what they like, what they don't like about your application. So you have to start collecting data ahead before you launch your application, and contact everyone once the app goes live. And this is the most exciting thing when you launch and you show your application in the market. I mean, here we have 5 steps. Number 1, push as many downloads as you can in the first days after launch to rise to the top of the chart. Remember, you have more downloads, you go to the top of the chart of the app and Play stores. So share the demo video as your family, as your friends, anybody that you know to check the application that you build. So that way, this is gonna rise to the top of the chart. Sign up for Analytics app. You also can sign in the App or Play Store for that. So that way your application is gonna rise to the top of from the competition. This is something important. Reach out to the top media. So show in the social media, in Facebook, Twitter, and anywhere that you can. Show your demo video, talk about the benefits and all the features that you're showing and from your application. So prepare a press release. You get into any type of social media, keep collecting data, and just target this part. And encourage the user to choose your application. Provide incentives for users to share social networks and to rate and review your application. For example, you can put some announcements in social media, some publicity, or in your webpage. Like, for example, they can get a discount if the customer uses your application. So that way the customer has to check your application, download the application, and make an order from the application to get that discount. You can get a lot of strategies to get all this information of your customers. And all the promotions, make some discounts for your customers, make really interactive this with your customers, so that way you can get more downloads and more users are going to use your application. Okay, so if you do all these parts, you're going to rise to the top of the charts. Remember that if you have more downloads, more people searching for your application, you're going to get in the rise of the top of these applications. So this is really, really important. Remember that you already have your idea. So this is the cycle to build the application. We already have the idea. You send all this idea, remember? And you show me your web pages. So you have the idea. So now it's time to work in your design. Don't worry for the coding, because we don't use any type of code in these free platforms. The publishing is really important, and also learn. And I hope that you learn and have to build this application. Please try to do this and send the application to me. I want to see how you work, what you're doing. I have some students that will really work. Congratulations for that. And remember that we can do money also building application and building web page. You really have the idea. Remember that you have to think about the purpose of your application. And why are we doing this? Of course, to get more money is what everybody wants. Work with your family, work with your friends, get the idea, work with your Canvas model to get all these ideas for your application. And in the design, you have to take and to think about the ideas from others. So you're going to see how it's going to be your prototype. Work with your prototype in these platforms, and you will see how it looks, this application in any device. The design is really important. If you want to draw your application, what features you want, you can do it. Remember that we have these platforms and they help you, and it is easier. So please try to do that. You're going to evaluate if it's nice, share with others to see if your application is good, what you have to improve, if the people like it or not. You don't have to worry about the coding. We are not using codes because this is another story, but don't worry about this part because we are done working with codes. Then in the publishing, this is really important because you have to push and set up all the production environment, as your analytics, what you want that the people see in your application. All these great ideas, you have to put that in a paper, and then you have to put it in these platforms to build your own application. Learn, please. If you try to go in these pages and these platforms that I gave to you, try to do that. The easy one is the appipy.com. Try to get in that platform and build your own application. We'll really finish with the class. I hope that we have more time. Who is working in your app? You have to work in your app. So this is what I want you to do. Please work in your app, go in these platforms, learn about how to do it yourself. You don't need to anybody to get more money. You can be a freelancer. You can build web pages. You can build applications. You can work for another companies, for another customers to get money. But remember that the objective of this class is that you can get your electronic business and that you get your company online. So thank you so much for your attention. I hope that you really enjoy this class and have learned more about how to build your own application. You have a great day. Study for the labs. Remember, that is from April 18 to April 21st that we're going to have this first lab. It's just 10 questions from weeks, from the content from week 1 to week 5. So learn, and I hope you have a great Sunday. God bless you, and all the good vibes for you. You have a great weekend. Thank you so much.